According to IBM's 2023 Cost of Data Breach report, the average cost of a data breach globally is $4.5 million, 9.9 in the US, with healthcare having the highest costs of 10.9, almost $11 million per breach. How can your board ensure robust data privacy and protection practices within your organization that protect you against becoming these statistics? Welcome to CyberBoardCast, episode 256. I'm Andrei Setnarski for Cyber Nation Central, and today we'll explore the best practices for data privacy and protection, building on insights from previous episodes. For previous coverage, reference episodes 110, 140, and 167 as we kick off this mini-series on data privacy and board cyber governance. Data privacy and protection have become critical issues for organizations worldwide. I think we all know that. With the rising cost of data breaches, it is imperative for boards to implement robust privacy measures. But how can your board ensure these practices are effective and comprehensive? Here are some best practices for data privacy and protection to add to your arsenal, in addition to what your CISO might already be doing. First, integrating privacy into business strategies. First, board responsibility. From a board responsibility perspective, you need to ensure data privacy is a strategic priority, not just a compliance checkbox. We've covered that in previous episodes as well. So drop a question if you have any questions on this point. From a CEO and executive's perspective, you need to embed privacy considerations into every business process and decision, and be disciplined in making sure you're doing this, and it will pay dividends as you see, unfortunately, others being breached, and you are able to deter breaches. Second, privacy by design and building that in. For the CISO and each executive, you need to incorporate privacy from the inception of every project. And for the board, you need to make sure that privacy by design thinking is implemented into every single one of your fiduciary oversight duties and each committee decision. From an IT security team perspective, you need to use encryption, anonymization, and other privacy-enhancing technologies to make sure that you're doing your part. And also focus on data minimization. Now, this is a big one for most businesses, right? Because we all want to capitalize on the data-rich economy that we have. But from a chief data officer perspective, you need to collect only the data necessary for specific purposes. As businesses, we're again often tempted to collect data that's nice to have because we haven't done the homework on what we really need, or perhaps it's an ego trip and we want more than really we need, right? Don't be in that bucket. Collect only what you need. It will force you to really know your strategy and desired outcomes as a nice side benefit. And from a legal counsel's perspective, in terms of data minimization, ensure compliance with data minimization laws and regulations across the different jurisdictions. If you're in the US, federal, state, local, if you've got exposure, clients, partners, etc. in Europe, obviously EU, so on and so forth, but really go country by country where you have that kind of exposure, operational, client, whatever level of exposure that is. Fourth, preparing for data breaches, right? So here, from a CISO's perspective, you need to develop comprehensive incident response plans and make sure that each division and board committee is involved. Board directors and executives don't shirk actively participating in these, right? Your CISO can't do it alone, you know it. Make sure you're living it yourselves as well. From an IT security team perspective, regularly conduct drills and simulations to prepare for potential breaches. In terms of intersection of data privacy and cybersecurity, well, data privacy and cybersecurity are heavily intertwined. Robust cybersecurity measures support data privacy efforts, and privacy practices enhance overall security. So you can't have one without the other and doing what you need to in both of those buckets. Being prepared for data breaches is obviously crucial, right? Data breaches, right? There are all sorts of breaches, but data breaches are a particular focus here, right? So develop incident response plans, conduct regular drills, and ensure all employees, executives, and directors know their roles before during, and after an incident. In our next episode, we'll dive into the legal and regulatory landscape of data privacy. To keep your shareholders, insurers, regulators, and employees reassured that your board and C-suite are ready and leading cybersecurity at the highest level, make sure to comply with and apply for and maintain the Certified Cyber Fiduciary CCF certification by CyberNation Central, the most trusted provider of certification, insights, and advisory for boards and C-suites. Schedule your consultation at cybernationcentral.com. Until next time, stay vigilant and proactive.